Hey y'all, this is Brita for The Happier Attorney, where we talk about how you can create a life and a practice that works for you as an attorney so that you are not overworking and you are earning what you're capable of earning and you're being a happier attorney. It's actually possible to practice law and be happy. And this month we are talking about self-care and why that is critical if you really want to be a top performer. If you really want to be an elite attorney and do an amazing job for your clients and be good to yourself and be happy and have a well-rounded life. So how do you integrate? Hopefully you've watched last week and you have your list of things that energize you versus things that are energy vampires, i.e. your self-care items. What gives you energy? What makes you feel more you, more centered? Now, this week we're going to be talking about how do you integrate that into your life on a regular basis. Because it's kind of like when you go for a hike. I'm from Arizona. And you go for a hike and you're like, I'm a little thirsty, right? Well, if you don't have sufficient water with you, by the time you really figure out, oh crap, like I need water, I'm dehydrated, you are really dehydrated. You are in dangerous territory. And our goal is to keep you out of the dangerous territory, the burnout territory, the, oh my gosh, if I don't get a vacation, I am going to lose my mind territory, okay? So the more that you integrate self-care and time off into your practice, it's like drinking water on a regular basis so you never get dehydrated. So look at your list of what energizes you. And included in that should be time off, sufficient time, not a couple days here and there. I mean time where you are unplugged, you are unavailable, where your brain has time to settle. That's where the creativity comes. That's where the creative ideas come flowing. That's where the problems get solved. You might have had an issue for years. When you take time off, all of a sudden, problems start getting solved. The solutions just come out of thin air. It's like magic. So how do we integrate that? First of all, let's take time off. Put that in your calendar. How much time do you really want to take off in a year? And I know the first thing when you say, if I said, what if you took 8 weeks off a year? Oh, I could never do that. I could never do that. Why not? If you have good systems in your office and you are being efficient, yeah, you could. There's no reason you can't. Plenty of other attorneys do. So instead of saying I can't, say how could I? So how much time do you really want to take off? Start calendaring that now. This week through this week, I'm out of the office, unavailable, period. Calendar it now and then work around it so that you know, oh, that's coming up. I've got to have this done before then. So there's no guilt. There's no work hanging out there. Okay. And I hope that that's actually taking some good time off every quarter, at least a long weekend every quarter and good chunks of time for vacations where you're not just taking a week and then at the end of that week, you're just starting to feel relaxed and then it's time to go back to work, right? What if you took 2 or 3 weeks off at a time? Start with 2. If 3 feels too much, start with 2. Summer's coming up, perfect opportunity. Even if you can't go on some great vacation, even if you're just going a state away, just to have that downtime. So start incorporating regular time off into your schedule, okay? Another great place to buy back some time is outsourcing. So we do this in our office, hopefully. Hopefully you are not doing things in your office that you could hire somebody else to do, right? You're not doing your books. You're not doing your drafting. You're not doing that anymore. You're paying somebody else because your time is more valuable and you're doing the attorney things, okay? How about we do that in our personal life too? How about we have the housekeeper, we have somebody doing laundry, we have somebody helping transport the kids, we have somebody doing the yard and grocery shopping, or, having it delivered, whatever, okay? How much time could you buy back? And again, then you can't feel guilty about it. But there's no point in you spending, unless you love doing it, there's no point in you spending an hour or two a week in the grocery store when you can just go and pick it up or have it delivered or whatever. At least for me in Texas, it's $5. Best $5 ever, right? And really watch the guilt. Watch the guilt when you're having time off. Again, come back to your why. Why are you doing this? You're sharpening the saw so that you can cut better. You are resting so that you could be a higher performer. Okay? And these things, again, have to be incorporated into your life. So what else could you do that you don't love doing that somebody else could do? And what is on your list that you need to incorporate? So let's say crafts is on your list. Okay, what does that mean? That means once a month I'm taking a craft class, or twice a month, or whatever. If it's not on your calendar, it's not going to happen. You know that, I know that, come on. So this isn't, oh yeah, I would like to take, some craft classes this week or this year. No. Stop what you're doing and start booking those classes and putting them on the calendar. This isn't, oh yeah, I'd like to start exercising this year. This is, okay, 4 days a week from this time to this time is unavailable because I'm exercising. Whatever is on your list. Put naps on the calendar. I'm not kidding. If it's not on the calendar, it's not a priority, right? So what is your list and how can you start incorporating it? And what are you going to say to yourself when the guilt starts coming in? What are you going to remind yourself of? What is your why? You will be amazed. You will be amazed at how you show up differently and how much you can actually get done when you are taking care of yourself and you are prioritizing what is truly important in your life and truly important to get done and disregarding the nonsense. You really don't need as much time as you think. You really can get it all done or disregard what really isn't important. So if you have gotten any value out of these videos, please like, subscribe, do the things. Join Attorneys and Flat Fees Facebook group. And if you want more information about working with me to learn how to use flat fees or to come to some workshops on mindset and heartset, check out brittalong.com. We will see you next week.